Tonight's Hawks-Habs game was very exciting and ended with what to me at least was an unlikely villain for the Canadiens. Before we get to the end though, I do want to do a game recap. If you just want to skip to what I'm talking about there, I'll put a timestamp on screen. Anyway, Montreal would go up early first with a deflection, and they almost went up 2 except for a beautiful save by Soderblom. And I can't help but be impressed by this guy. I've only seen him a couple of times now, once in this game and about a week ago against Pittsburgh, but he's really impressed me both times, especially in how he handles the, well, numerous breaks that Chicago tends to give up. Anyway, it would stay 1-1 until Chicago would tie it in the second after some persistent forechecking and a Montreal defensive breakdown. Suzuki would bring the lead back with a short side snipe, and despite giving up another bunch of rush chances, Chicago would remain within 1 goal. The third saw a massive hit on Slavkovsky, which I honestly can't show on YouTube because there's a scrap right afterwards and YouTube will instantly age gate the video, but you can find it on the official hockey channels. I will say, to me, it looked like a clean hit that was made worse by the fact that Slavkovsky wasn't really keeping his head up. Anyway, Chicago would tie it with 4 minutes left in the third with a net front rebound, and as everyone says, OT solved nothing, bringing us to the shootout. St. Louis, of course, sent out the 3 kids first, Caulfield, Suzuki, and Dach. They scored, Kane barely missed his shot, so Kirby Dach had the opportunity to put this game away. The crowd immediately started booing him, and this isn't the boo that you give an ordinary skater on the shootout. They were booing him hard, and when he scored, the place erupted in a not very friendly way. Dach encouraged it by giving the "I can't hear you" motion, which is just awesome. And I know a lot of you are probably wondering what was with all the booing, and I gotta admit, I was pretty surprised. So Dach played the first 3 years of his career with the Blackhawks before being traded in the offseason to the Montreal Canadiens. Dach was not good with Chicago. In his final season with the team, he put up just 26 points in 70 games despite playing sometimes on the top line with Kane and others. Now in Montreal, he's doing much better. Surprise, surprise. This year in 21 games, he's got 17 points already. And I guess that's frustrating for fans, especially when Dach was a 3rd overall draft pick. But I think you probably need to look internally here. Dach was only 20 when he was traded. He needed more development time, especially if he's going to be playing top line minutes. And I mean, St. Louis seems to be an excellent coach, especially when it comes to getting 2 young players. So not a surprise to see his career is taking a big step forward. It's also not like he requested a trade. In fact, when he was traded, he said specifically that he was very, very surprised. Now, maybe Chicago fans are a little unhappy because he also noted it would be good to go somewhere where the fans are happy to see the team play, which is kind of funny considering it's Montreal and you'll move from apathetic fans to angry ones. But I mean, whether they're going to make the playoffs or not, and I don't think they are, Montreal has been must-watch hockey this year. Anyway, that's all from me. As you guys can probably tell, I'm still really under the weather, kind of struggling with it here. I'm not able to keep up to my normal upload standards, so not as much content lately. I honestly have been dealing with a pretty bad flu. I just feel totally worn out. Hopefully it's better soon, but I don't know. Anyway, just a reminder, guys, if you want to support a good cause, I put a donation link on the right side of the screen if you're on desktop, under the video on mobile, for ALS research in honor of Boria Salming and all the others who have suffered from that awful disease. Until next time, be safe, and I'll see you soon.